What's the deal, y'all?
What's good?
What up, though?
It's your girl, the Caribbean Chocolate, Jocelyn Navarro.
Good. It's the one and only Rufus Lala.
It's your boy, the Problem, Isaiah Browner.
It's the Urban Playboy, Pretty Boy Smooth.
This is the Croc Rocket. Nickelback Poppin'. Curls for all the girls. The Perminator, Sam Bale.
This is the more of Irish strong style. The Wild Irish, Riley Rose.
This is Only One Rhonda, and you're tuned into.
Now tuned in.
You're not tuned in.
Tune in.
Tuned in.
You're tuned in to
Tune in to Marks with Mics.
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 Keep it player.
Enjoy the show.
respectfully.
Now somebody hit my music.
You already know what it's about. The sound of my voice. It's fresh. Your boy, Mr. 6'9", JT, back in his piece once again. And I am back. It's been a while since I've done this. I got the portion when I get to bring people on the show, talk about what's going on in the ins and outs of their business, my business, they business, we business. You get it. You feel it. But right now, I'm happy to announce that I have someone special getting ready to come on the show. He is the CEO of BriiCombination Wrestling. Let me go ahead and just pull him up real quick. Yo, I got the homie Anthony Cole in the building. What's going on?
What's up, JT? How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing all right, man. Laying in the cut like a Band-Aid per usual, man.
I feel you. Yes, sir.
All right. So now that we got you here, man, look, we've been trying to get something together for like a little minute, and then I checked the DMs. I'm like, you know what? I did reach out, and then something happened, and then you reached out. I'm like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and make this official. Let's get this thing done. So now that we're here, man, I have been following the promotions, but tell me about how this came about. How did you become the CEO of BriiCombination Wrestling?
Oh, wow. So before we started doing wrestling, I was already involved in entertainment. I had a lot of artists under my management. I had some hip-hop artists. I had a few poets, a few comics, which I still work with them to this day. But on my team, I always told people, like, we can't use every idea, but shoot them, pitch them. And one day my team, they came to me and they said, hey, Ant, what about a wrestling company? Let's start a wrestling company. I'm like, guys, I don't know anything about a wrestling company. They like, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. And I'm like, I don't know. And then they said to me, but listen to this chant, BC Dub, BC Dub. And when they said that to me, I sat up. I'm interested. We had this talk January 2016, and we did our first wrestling show March 2016. And we've been here ever since, man. It's been a roller coaster, you know. But you know what? I love it. I truly do love it, man.
No, man, real talk. Like I could definitely hear it inside your voice, and far as the passion, and that goes. So for you to go into music, and then hop into wrestling, like I know that's almost. I'm not even gonna say almost the same, because when it comes to entertainment is entertainment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you're talking about going into a realm where you have to entertain a totally different demographic, right?
Yes.
With music, hey, if it's catchy, if it's trendy, it's gonna sell itself. With wrestling, it's kind of like you got to go the extra mile with it, right?
Sure.
So what are some things that you have learned in your time of being with doing this company? I mean, you've been here since 2016,
Mm-hmm.
and here we are almost 8 years later.
8 years later.
8 years later. So that over these 8 years, what have you learned?
Oh man, so much. Like I said, I came from the music industry, and let's say you have two artists. Let's say you have two artists that don't really get along with each other, right? You know, you can book one artist to go on at 8 o'clock. They come in, they do their thing, they gone, right? Have the next artist come on at 9 o'clock. They come and they do their thing. These two don't even need to meet. They don't need to talk anything. And the wrestling world is so different because everybody has to work with each other. You know, everybody has to rely on one another. So the first thing I learned that, you know, when you do the wrestling shows, you got to go that little extra mile. You know, when you book the matches, you got to make sure that these guys that you're booking a match against don't really have any real life, you know.
Animosity.
Right, you know, because we've all seen it. You know, we've all seen on TV, you know, a wrestling match and then it turns into something else, you know. So I definitely wanted to ensure that didn't happen. And then another thing for me is my locker room. My locker room has to be safe. My locker room has to be friendly. Everybody has to feel comfortable in that locker room. So those are like the two biggest things that I really learned. Like, make sure that the people that you're putting together are comfortable with each other, and make sure that locker room has a good aura, a good feeling in it, you know? Because it all starts right there. If you don't have that good locker room and that good pre-show meeting, oh man, the energy for the show could be off. And I've learned that several times. So yeah, we make sure we have that meeting. We make sure everybody's feeling good. No egos, no animosity, just a good time, you know?
No, man, most definitely. So tell us a little bit more about where you from. Like, I know we kind of all over the place. Like, we started off with the promotion, but where are you originally from? And of course, how did you get into the music industry?
Oh man, I'm originally from Brownsville, Brooklyn.
Okay.
I born and raised in Brooklyn, and I got into the music business because being in Brownsville, you know, everybody wanted to be a rapper. Everybody, you know, thought they had bars and stuff. So me too, I thought I was nice. I was out there freestyling, hitting them with the 16 and everything. But then as that developed, you know, I started producing, did a couple of songs. Then I met more artists, and I would go out to like different clubs. Like, I remember when I was my first club I did was Club Downtown in Manhattan. That's where I met like Fat Joe, Big Pun, Terror Squad, Dead Presidents, and I worked with those guys over the years. You know, we did a few things, and then it just escalated from there. The rappers that I knew, some of them knew comics, some of them knew poets, and you know, I just built that organization from there. And then, like I said, a few years later, my boys called and they're like, "Hey, let's start a wrestling company." You know, I always like to do things that people say I can't do, so
Right.
I did the wrestling company. The first show that we did, March 2016, like, it was amazing. And after that show, I was bit by the bug, you know. And don't get me wrong, it's not easy. This wrestling industry is completely different from like all my other businesses. You know, I do real estate. Like I said, I have my management company. I do finance and stuff like that. But in none of those companies do everybody need to get along. Like in the real estate, I have my landscaper doing one thing, and then I have my plumber doing another thing. They don't even need to speak. You know what I mean?
They don't even see each other majority.
Exactly, you know, but it's not the same in this industry. They gotta speak. They gotta see each other. You know, so it's a big difference. It took me a long time to learn that, but you know, we here now. We here.
Nah, I feel it, my guy. I definitely feel it. I mean, I can relate as far as, you know, being younger. Like, I mean, everybody want to be around. Listen, I still got a microphone tattooed on my forearm. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I thought I was LL or somebody got the
For
microphone
real, you know.
tattooed on my forearm and everything. Shout out to my boys with One Way. So we had a group in high school. I had the fastest selling demo tape what have you, at the high school, performed, do
Okay.
a concert and all that. So, you know, and I eventually went on the path of just producing and stuff like that, but I just completely got out of music. Just
Oh wow.
yeah. So, but no, I could definitely understand, like, you know, it's a transition from being in the music industry to hopping into the wrestling industry,
Oh yeah.
where there's similar parallels, but not a lot of similar parallels.
Not a
You know what
lot.
I'm saying?
You're right about that.
So it's definitely different. So, you know, you mentioned that you did real estate as well. So, you know, when you compare real estate to wrestling, you've already said it. Like, you know, when it comes to real estate and the whole I guess you could say the whole building process to real estate. You know,
Right.
you're selling, you're trying to sell the property or whatever. And then you have the people that come in and do all the fixing inside the
Right.
property.
Mm-hmm.
Now you translate that to wrestling. It's like, okay, you are the owner. So who do you have help you get this promotion to
Right.
where it needs to be?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
the real.
Yes, I got 2 guys on my team, AJ Pan, Mark Schwann. The 3 of us, we are like the triangle offense, man. You know,
Ooh, I like that.
I throw an alley-oop, AJ catches it, bang, he bangs it. Mark, my guys are tremendous, man. Big shout out to them. Yeah.
Oh man, y'all out there running things like Jordan and Pippen back inside
Oh.
the 90s.
For sure. Yes, sir.
I got you. So with that being said, now, so we talked about where you're from, Brownsville, Brooklyn. You talked about that. You also talked about you know, moving from the music industry, doing real estate, to now the wrestling industry.
Yes,
Yo,
sir.
that is a lot in itself. So you started up. You talked about it January.
Mm-hmm. January 2016.
First show was in March. We
Yes,
talked about that. Ain't even okay. If you know math, you know math. That's
Right.
months. And it's generally, to book a show, it take a little bit more than 2 months.
Ooh, yeah.
So tell me about your first show and who all was booked on it.
Oh man, on my first show, I had some legends on my show. I had Mikey Whipwreck, Bull James, Private Party. Oh man, the list goes on and on. Grim Reaper, Eric Jaden, Mike Orlando. Yeah, it was, that first show was dope.
You got some names on there. So how did you come across these people to come on a show for a promotion, having their first show?
Right. So you know what? When my guys called me and they were talking about putting together the first wrestling show, one of my guys, General Romero, God bless the dead, he put me in connection with all the right people. Shane O'Malley from Shane O'Neill, sorry, from NYWC. He was tremendous. He taught me so much about the business, how to advertise, how to market, you know, how to put certain matches together, how the matches should flow. So, you know, sitting under his tutelage, and I still work with him to this day. Like, he's been great. I literally call him my wrestling pops. You know, he taught me what I needed to know, and then I took that and I added my own flair to it, and here we are, man. You know. So,
Okay, I hear you on that, man. You had some big names, Private Party.
yeah.
And this is the same Private Party that signed to AEW right now.
Yes, sir.
Right
Yes,
now. So how was the attendance for your first show?
my first show, I had 222 people.
Yo, that's huge.
Yeah, my first show. Yeah.
For your first show to have that type of turnout, yo, that's huge, man. Hats
Yeah.
off to you.
I was impressed myself. I was looking at it like, wow, I can't believe we did this, you know? Yeah. And then I look at my very first show, and then I looked at my anniversary 7, right? Oh man, what a tremendous like growth. Like, oh man. When I look at my first show, I didn't even have turnbuckle pads. I didn't have ring skirts. I didn't have anything. You know, it was just like
Straight out the trenches.
huh?
I said straight out the trenches.
Right, straight out the trenches, you know? Yeah, but now you look at us today, it's like everything's color coordinated, the light show, the entranceway, the music. It's yeah, man.
No, I've seen and heard nothing but great things about the promotion. Just some of the people that I see that you have had on your show, and as far as promotions and things that go, my boy, Pretty Boy Smooth.
Ah, yes, sir.
That's the homie right there, man. That's the
Okay.
homie. NWA Midwest Exodus Pro Champion right there.
That's right.
So, you know him,
First one ever.
Jay Bougie. You know, can't forget about him. Faye Jackson.
Oh yeah. Oh, you talking all the bangers. Jay
Yeah.
Bougie just won the Grand Dragon Championship.
Yeah, I seen that. And his next upcoming match was supposed to be against Leo Rush.
Leo Rush, yeah.
But unfortunately Leo can't make it, so you got the homie Chris Bay up
Chris
in the
Bay, come on now. You see how we did that?
Yeah, man. Hey, that's a major flex move. That's a major flex. Yeah, I like it. But no, I'm just going over the list of people. You got Effie, who is big. Effie is like one of the biggest forces in wrestling right now on his own. No GCW, no nothing. Effie is able to draw in a crowd of people. You got him. You got Darius Carter, who's your champion.
Yes, my world heavyweight champion.
You got Darius Carter, who also is a part of Ashe Wrestling out there in South Carolina.
Yeah.
So what is it like to have all this excellence on your roster? Because you have quite possibly some of the best untapped, unsigned talent in the indie market. And those names that I named are the top of the top.
Yes. You know what? Let me tell you, it feels absolutely amazing. And you know why? Because in 2016, had it not been for Shane, trying to book that show would have been almost impossible. When I booked my second show, I was reaching out and people were like, oh, Anthony Cole, where did you wrestle at? Who did you train with? You know, who can vouch for you? And I'm like, well, this is only my second show. I have a couple of references here and there, but it was like pulling teeth to get people to, you know, to come and be a part of a show, a part of a promotion that they really didn't know. But now, 7 years later, it's like I'm getting at least 20 emails a day. When I pick up the phone and I call somebody and I'm like, hey, I need you on this show. It's like, listen, I'm ready. You need me, I'm in there. So it's just, you know, the persistence, the always doing good business. You know, I never mess around. I never like overpromise and underdeliver. I always make my guys have trust and confidence in me, and I think that speaks for itself. Like even you said, like you've heard nothing but good things about the promotion, and that's how I try to keep it. And don't think for a second that we haven't had our issues, because we have. Like been some people on the roster that I literally had to say, look, I can't work with you no more. You know, and that's because I need and I must keep my locker room as clean and as comfortable as possible. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, I'm not going to deal with big egos. I'm not going to deal with people coming in with the attitude. None of that. You know, I want everybody to be comfortable, because when you hit that ring, I need that energy to be right. You know, boom. And we've had that. You know, we definitely had that.
No, real talk. When it comes to that, like I was just looking at your last year's anniversary 6 show, and the names that you had there. You had Ruthless Lala, who was your champion.
Yes, she was my women's champion. Yes, indeed.
And you know, sending her a speedy recovery right now.
Yes, I saw she posted something on the internet. Yes, speedy recovery to her, man. Shout out to Ruthless Lala.
You know, sending her some speed recovery. You also had Khan.
Yes.
On the card, which
Khan took on Jay Bougie, indeed.
and that was a banger match.
Oh man.
You also had Theo Ivory.
I was talking to Theo yesterday.
Yo, and it's crazy because I ran into him at Wale Mania in Philly.
Okay.
Right now he's healing from his leg injury.
Hey, yeah.
So I can't wait to see what's gonna happen with him.
Definitely. Yeah, he's a good guy. I like Theo a lot.
But I will say this: you got some good looking titles, bro.
Man.
Yeah, these titles are real nice. Like I remember when Faye Jackson won the championship. If I'm not mistaken. I want to say it was either 2018.
2018, Queen of the North.
Yeah,
the original Queen of the North.
Yeah, I think it was 2018. She won the titles and she was like a double champ with another promotion or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But this promotion has had nothing but stars step through it and stars be made from the matches. So one question I want to ask is, if there is let's just say a fantasy card in your mind, Mr. Cole, that you can book. It don't have to be the next show or the next show. This is just a fantasy card that you can book with some of your BCW regulars and some people that you can possibly bring in. A fantasy card, if it was done your way, who would it be?
Man, the first three matches that come to mind would be Vicious Vicky versus Jordan Grace.
Nice.
Darius Carter. I would love to put Darius Carter against Keith Lee. Like, oh man, I don't know how that match to me just seems like it would be magnificent. You know what I mean? Like, man, and then of course, Jay Bougie, he is tearing up the scene. If I could put Jay Bougie against anybody that I thought would help elevate him, man, I would put Jay Bougie against Shelton Benjamin. Oh.
Hey,
yeah.
Listen. Let that cook. Let that cook and simmer. I like that. I like that,
right?
Man.
Come on.
Those are your top three matches right there. Listen.
Yes, sir.
Listen, I'm sold already. I'm sold already. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've been hearing a number of great things about the promotion. Pretty Boy Smooth, it would tell me, he's like, hey, I be wrestling up north, New York and all that with BCW. I'm like, yeah, I heard about it. It's like, yo, man, you get some time, come up there, drive, because I'm the type of person I will drive to a promotion. If I have to drive to a promotion, I will drive. I have no problem driving. I drove to Philly. I drove to Connecticut. I drove to West Virginia. I have no problem driving to places to go see the action and to come support my peoples. And, like I said, PB, that's homie A1 Day One.
Yes. Okay.
Faye Jackson, another person. That's the homie, that's the auntie. You know what I'm saying? She looked out for me when I was just a little young, but still got milk on my tongue. Went behind the ears type of person. When it came to, you know what I'm saying? So anytime home team, you know what I'm saying? When I say home team, anytime that home team is around, I don't mind coming up to come check it out. You know what I'm saying? So that's on my end, just putting this out here, putting the atmosphere. Don't be surprised if you see Mr. 6'9" representing the Culture Clash Network, representing Marks with Mikes coming through.
Listen, you are always welcome to come through. You have an open invitation as of right now, August 18th, if you want to come through. And I'm going to make it even sweeter for you. If you want to come through and do a live version of the podcast, Marks with Mikes, definitely come on out. I'll get you to interview some of the wrestlers. We'll bring you downstairs to the locker room. We talk some smack. We make it happen, man. I'm all about the opportunities.
Okay, listen. I like that. But tell me about what's going down August 18th. Tell me about
Oh
this.
man, okay. So August 18th, we are doing our first Grand Rumble. We got 20 of the best competitors in the indie scene right now. You know, we got people like Notorious Mimi, Faye Jackson, D Vibes, Just Saying. The list goes on and on. And and we got a couple of surprises. When you see who I have as some of the surprise entrants in this Grand Rumble, you're gonna love it. And not only are we doing a 20-man Grand Rumble, we're also having all 4 of my champions in action. Darius Carter, Vicious Vicky, the newly crowned tag team champions Stunning Law, Journey Burke, and Emily Jade. And of course, Jay Boogie's gonna be in action. This is gonna be the second defense of his newly earned title, the Grand Dragon Championship. Oh man, I'm so excited about this show myself.
Listen, man, I'm looking at some of the people. You got Ariana Mosley.
Yes.
Coming back. Big Cuzzo.
Yes.
In the building.
Talk about it.
Cosmic gonna be in the building.
This is actually her debut.
Listen, D Vibe is gonna be in the building.
That's my man. Yes.
You know, of course, I already mentioned. You know, the lovely Faye Jackson's gonna be in the building.
Mm-hmm.
Jocko's in the building.
Jocko, yeah.
Just Saying is in the building.
Yes.
Layla James.
Layla James, another one that's making her BCW debut.
Listen, the list goes on and on of the names that you're gonna have here. Listen, if people can't attend this event, where can they watch this event?
They can watch this event live on my application, BriiCW.TV. We will be live streaming this event on that app.
Listen, it don't get no easier than that, people. You can't make it, watch it. If you can make it, get out there. Jersey is not a far drive. Okay, I'm not that far away from Jersey. You get what I'm saying? I may be in Cleveland, but I don't think Jersey is that far of a drive for me, to be honest.
Right.
It may be 8. I'm talking 8, maybe 9 tops, whatever. That ain't bad. But if you can support. Make sure you're supporting this promotion. Make sure you out there definitely sharing the posts, supporting the wrestlers that are going to be a part of it. And also, listen, this is the most important part. Make sure that you are definitely supporting the owner, because without the support for the owner, the business doesn't run the way it needs to run. Okay,
that's a fact.
We need sponsors out there. So listen, if you can sponsor the promotion, sponsor a wrestler.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It don't hurt. Listen, the sponsorship it don't gotta be much. $20, $50, $75, $100.
Yeah.
Support.
Every little bit counts.
You know, listen. When I came up, and I'm taking this from a movie, and I'm trying to remember the movie. I want to say this was this wasn't Paid in Full. Damn, what movie is this? It's a movie with Beanie Siegel and them.
State Property?
State Property, yeah. Listen.
There you go. Yes, sir.
Listen. We don't throw nothing away. Pennies make nickels, nickels make dimes, dimes make quarters, and quarters make dollars.
Yes.
Right? Yeah,
come on now.
Listen, we don't throw nothing away. So every little bit can help. Make sure you support this, because independent wrestling is where it's at. Okay, if it's not for these indies, you're not gonna see none of the stars that you see on TV. It all starts right here in independence. It all starts right here. So if you are inside the area, make sure you travel up there to BCW. Make sure you support. And listen, y'all got a hell of a card to look forward to. You already mentioned the fact that Jay Boozy gonna be in action, going up against Chris Bay, I believe. I can't be wrong.
Yes, Chris Bay, August 4th, Smash Masters.
Okay, so that's happening August 4th, and then you got the Grand Rumble on Sunday, August 18th. That's going to be going down. we've already named some of the talent for that. You know what I'm saying? But make sure that you are there. There's going to be a bunch of surprises. I don't even know. Okay. I'm usually in the know. I don't even know who the surprises are.
Oh, you
But
go
just know that please be inside the building, because you never know. BCW over its 8 years, from what I have seen, just from looking at clips and little matches that were posted here and there, it's like that over there. Okay, it's like that. Okay,
Yes.
When you have prolific Moses and them coming through, when you have Faye coming through, when you have Darius Carter coming through, when you have a Pretty Boy Smooth or Jay Bougie coming through, you know it's legit.
Yes.
You know it's legit, man. And you know what I'm talking about when I say that. You know what I'm saying? Those names I just named just off the top of my head, y'all know their stories. Y'all know the grind that they go. You know what I'm saying? So if it's aligned with them, it's aligned with me at the end of the day.
That's what I like to hear.
You know what I'm saying? But real quick, before we move out of here, I'm just gonna do three random questions. I always do three random questions, nothing to do with what we're talking about. First question: what is your top Eddie Murphy movie?
My top Eddie Murphy movie is Coming to America 1, the first one.
There we go.
Yes, sir.
Listen, my movie, word for word, bar for bar. Me and my cousins can quote this movie from top to bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the movie. Like my favorite, one of my favorite parts is what was it? Daryl comes in and comes in the house. He's all, you know, it's like why you no, it wasn't even Daryl. It was when the mom and dad got there. And they're all checking on Hakeem, and she's like, "Why are you checking on him from? He's the peasant, he's the prince." And
He's the prince, right? Sydney's the prince.
Yeah, James Earl Jones turns around.
Who told you that?
Like that right there is top lines. Of course, the barbershop scene.
Yes.
Top. Anything to do with the barbershop scene in that movie was golden, classic. You know what I'm saying?
You know what else is another good part for me, at least for me? You know when Samuel L. Jackson came in and he was robbing the restaurant? And he like, don't stole me, fat boy.
Come on.
I was cracking up. That's my movie, man. Yeah.
No, man, that movie, hands down, like, to me, you cannot recreate the magic they did right there.
No.
That magic is timeless. The roles that were given out, the people who did it, Samuel L. Jackson, no one else can be recast or typecast.
No,
okay.
I agree.
All right. If you had to name one of the worst movies that you've ever seen, what would it be?
I hate to say this in public, but I gotta say it. That movie, I believe it's called Us, with Lupita Nyong'o. Yo, that movie, I just kept waiting for something to happen. Like,
nothing happened.
Nothing happened. And I'm sitting there like it's just suspenseful. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, let me prepare for something. Okay. And I'm just like, this is the movie? I was like, Lupita, come on, you could do better. I mean, you too fine to be in this kind of nonsense, but it is what it is. But in my opinion, I hated that movie. I hated it.
I mean, hey, look, listen, hey, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Okay, so last question I got over here, not movie related. I'm gonna go with food related. Okay. So we just passed 4th of July. You know us, you know how we do. Every little holiday is going to be some type of a cookout, right?
Yes.
It's going to be some type of barbecue going down, right? What is one No. What are 2 items that you can do without? Like, basically, all right, listen, you can take that stuff back home. Matter of fact, don't even bring that to the cookout. We good. What are 2 items you can do without?
Yeah, okay. So we're at the cookout, right? And I love my sister. I got 4 sisters, but my one sister, she is always trying to barbecue oxtails. She put them on the grill. They smell good. She put the the basting on it, and it gets your mouth watering. But as soon as you bite into this oxtail, you like, man, I could do without this. Like, I was doing this oxtail for 10 minutes. Like, come on. Like, and when you bite the oxtail, it's supposed to come off the bone. When you got to bite it and pull it, yeah.
That ain't no oxtail no more.
I do without that. Yeah. And then the other thing that I could do without, I love my auntie too. But every time she bring that potato salad, she leaves that potato salad. Nobody touch it. No. And you know what? I keep telling her, I'm like, auntie, nobody wants apples in their potato salad. Why you keep
apples?
Come on. Exactly. You see your face? Why you keep apples in a potato salad? Potato salad.
That's a new one for me.
Yeah.
That's a new one. Now, I've heard of my white folks putting raisins in the potato salad.
Yeah, I don't eat that either.
But apples,
yeah. She cut them up, she dice them, mix them right in there. Oh. This
is something new to me. This is something new, and I hope my wife's not watching this because you'll probably want to try something different. You know what I'm saying? But that apples.
Apples, yeah.
Is it red apples or green apples?
Green Granny Smith apples.
Oh Lord,
one, yeah.
Tangy one. Oh my Lord, yeah. That's new. Yeah, that's a pass. Yeah. I could do without. You can leave that. I could
do without it. Yep.
You can leave that right there. All right. I know. I said I had 3. I got one more for you. All right. Here we go. If you could book, scratch that. If you could have someone play you in a movie for your life story, who would it be? We're talking about you. Just you. No character. Now, it's up to you where you want to start at. You can start out as a youngin'. You can go right now to the present. So if you know a child actor, do a child actor. If not, just stick to where you at.
You know what? I don't know any child actors that I say could play me. But if I had anybody to play me, you know who I would like to play me? Michael Jai White. You know,
okay.
I think he's awesome. Like, yeah. And let me tell you something. Ever since I saw him in Spawn, I've been watching everything that he's done. Like, man, definitely.
Michael John White. Okay, yeah, the brother is talented. Man.
Yeah,
I'll give him that. Man. I'll give him that. All right, man. So far, what I learned today is that the promotion is 8 years old, reaching its 10th anniversary in 2 years. August 4th, Jay Bougie is going to be defending the title. His newly won Grand Dragon Championship, I should say, against Chris Bay. I also learned that we also have going down within a week, right after, not a week, but almost 2 weeks.
Right, 2 weeks. Mm-hmm.
2 weeks after that, we got the Grand Rumble. We're gonna have a lot of surprise entrances. This is a tribute to Mama Pan.
Yes.
Rest in peace to her.
Rest in peace.
But you got a lot of surprises. Some of the surprises on this is Adriana Mosley. You also have Big Cuzzo. You have Cosmic. You also have D-Vibe coming through. D-Vibe, gotta say it like that. Don't know why. You got Faye Jackson. You got Marco coming through. You got Just Saying coming through. Layla James will be in the building as well. And all of your champions will be a part of the card as well. Like, this is big. Now, is Pretty Boy Smooth gonna be on the card?
Unfortunately, Pretty Boy Smooth is gonna be in Canada. I couldn't get
That's
him.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
He's gonna be making.
I'm doing my research, baby. Come on, I'm trying to make this card bang. Yeah, he's defending the title in Canada. Yep, but the following show, if all works out, he'll be on that one, and that's gonna be Nightmare at the Mecca, October 10th.
Nightmare at the Mecca, October 10th.
Yes, sir.
Going down. Yo, I love it. Matter of fact, I just seen PB yesterday. Just seen him yesterday over here at Exodus Pro. So literally just ran into him. But I can't wait, bro. Don't be surprised if I pull up. Don't be surprised.
I would love it.
You know, I'm gonna pull up. I'm just gonna pop up. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say nothing. If I do pop up, I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna be in the crowd and not saying too much. And then after the show, we could definitely link up. But man, it's been an honor, a privilege, a blessing to have you on the show. I cannot wait to see what's in store for the future for BCW. Definitely praying that we have longevity with this period. Keep it going. Love what you're doing.
Thank you.
People support BCW. Support them. Support. And make sure you're coming out to the shows, okay? It don't cost a lot to support. Every dollar counts. Pennies make nickels. Nickels make dimes. Dimes make quarters. Quarters make dollars. We're not wasting nothing around here. But with that being said, man, anything you want to definitely say before we pop out of here?
Oh, yes. Two things. Number one, August 18th, like you said, make sure you come check out the show. 106 Bergen Avenue, Richfield Park, New Jersey. Doors at 2, bell at 3. In addition to that, I also would love you guys to check out my new YouTube-based web series. We got 4 series that we're going to be bringing out starting this Monday, actually tomorrow. So the first one on Mondays is a tribute to Friday night's main event. That's what I used to watch when I was a kid. Used to get in trouble all the time because it came on at 11:30 and my bedtime was 10 o'clock. But I always managed to watch Friday night's main event. So as a tribute to that, I'm going to do Monday night's main event. And that's going to be me presenting every main event that I've had over the last 8 years. So you'll get to see that. If you ever missed a BCW main event, you'll get to see that on Monday night's main event. On Tuesday, we're going to do How Did We Get Here? How Did We Get Here is going to be just a in detail series about, how did the first champion come about? What was the battle between Anthony Gangone and Jay Bougie that led into the Grand Dragon champion? How did Darius become the first champion? So in that series, How Did We Get Here? It's going to just dive into the history more of BCW. And then Thursday, we're going to do what's called Throwback Thursday. Like I said, on my very first show, I had Bull James, I had Mikey Whipwreck, I had Private Party. Not a lot of people have seen that show online. So I want to take, all of those Throwback Thursday classics, and I'm going to put them up each and every Thursday, 7 p.m. And last but not least, Fabulous Female Fridays. Every Friday, 7 p.m., I'm going to be putting out one of my female matches. And today I was editing one of my female matches, and I actually forgot about this one match. And I'm going to be putting this up. It was Queen of the North, and it was the second match on Queen of the North. It was Brandy Lauren versus Chris Statlander versus Delmi Exo. And now all 3 of these ladies have gone on to do some great things in the wrestling world. And at one point in time, they were on my show. They were in my ring. And I think that everybody needs to see that so they can see and understand the history of BCW. They can see how we move, how we operate, and understand why we've been here for 8 years and why we're going to be here for another 8 and then another 8 and then another 8. I'm just so proud of what we got going on. And like I said, shout out to my team, AJ, Mark, everybody else, especially the BCW faithful. who has helped us get here. And I promise you to bring you the best of the best, more of what we've been doing and only getting to another level. So if you've been watching, thank you so much. And if you're gonna start watching, listen, you've picked the right time to become a part of the BCW faithful family.
Yes, sir. Listen, it don't get no better than that. You're getting 5 days a week of content from
Yes.
BCW, and not to mention every twice a month you're getting the show. Once or twice a month you're gonna get the show. So it don't get no better than that. Monday through Friday YouTube series. Make sure that you follow them on YouTube. Hit that notification button.
Yes.
You got Mondays, you got Tuesdays, you got Wednesdays, you got Thursdays, you got Fridays. Listen, BCW is gonna be on your rotation 5 days a week. There's no reason why you cannot get to know more about this company. How did we get here? You know what I'm saying? You have that going on. You also have the main Monday night main event. You also have Throwback Thursdays. We can't forget about, you know, on Fridays with the fabulous females and everything like
Female Friday, yes.
Listen, I like that, bro. Like that is huge.
Thank
So
you, man.
if you're looking at trying to watch some material where you don't want to watch the big 3-letter companies, you know, they are the ones that have the TV deals or whatever with the PLEs and the pay-per-views. If you don't want to watch that right away, guess what? 7 o'clock,
7 p.m.
7 p.m. BCW got you covered.
Yes, sir.
Go watch these stars before they became stars, or these stars who are on their way to become major stars. How about that?
Yes,
How
sir.
about
You
that?
said it perfectly.
But with that being said, listen, it's been an honor, privilege. It's been more than a blessing to have you on. Before we get out of here, look, I got to leave the people with my usual PSA. Listen, too much negativity can have you unbalanced mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Spread more positive vibes. It takes very little to build someone up than it does to tear them down. Think about the logic in that message. It can be as easy as giving someone a good compliment, or, you know, doing a good gesture. Maybe open up the door for an old lady, or you can go to watermaneuver.net and go in and get that positive vibes only apparel for the time being. You ain't got to get it for yourself. You can get it for someone who may be going through something. Maybe the message on that t-shirt can be a constant reminder that life is not as hard as it seems. Okay. You know, constant reminder. You ain't got to get it for you. You can get it in a tank top. You can get it in a t-shirt. Fall getting ready to come. We got hoodies, sweaters, baby onesies. If you got newborn babies out there,
okay.
you know what I'm saying. But go ahead and get that. Cop that work. And with that being said, listen. My last PSA, as I always say, it's not tricking if you got it, but if you got it, it ain't tricking. So with that being said, yo, it's the homie Mr. 6'9". It's the CEO of BCW, Anthony Cole, and we up out this piece.
Yo, thank you for having me, man. I appreciate you.
Nah, thank you for coming on the show, man. I appreciate you, man.
All right. Have a good one, man.